What's going on, YouTube peeps and barbecue freaks? Thank you guys for joining me today. Today's video is going to be a little collab that I'm going to do with my good buddy Rich over at Rich's River Smokers, West Virginia. And we're going to change it up a little bit though. He asked me if I would collab with him, and of course, you know, I'm more than happy to. But I didn't want it to be something that was just the same thing, or a video where we both made the same item. So what I did is I came up with the idea of making it a chopped edition. If you ever watch Chopped on the Food Network, you know they've got to take mystery ingredients from a basket and make a dish out of it. So I contacted my good buddy Troy over at T-Roy Cooks and asked him if he would come up with 4 items that we would have to use to make a dish out of. And he was kind enough to do that. So brothers Troy, the 4 items that he gave us were a whole chicken. So we have to start with the whole chicken, jasmine rice, balsamic vinaigrette, and artichokes. So we had to take those 4 items. We can add anything else we want to it, but those 4 items somehow have to be in the dish. And that's what this video is going to be. This is going to be my recipe that I've come up with. Brother Rich will have his, and I'll leave a link to his video down in the description box so you can check out his recipe. But that's what we're going to do today. I got a whole chicken. We're going to cut it up here and get this recipe started. So stick around. All right, so here I'm starting with the whole chicken, and I think what I'm going to do is I am going to remove this backbone here. And split it in half. Like I would if it was a competition chicken. Only I'm not going to get into as much detail. Let me get some shears. There you go, cut that right out. I'm just gonna clean it up a little bit. I'm not gonna clean it up like I would a competition chicken, because this ain't a competition chicken. However, you do got some stuff in here that you want to go ahead and clean out. Any loose fat that you see, excess skin that you see, you want to try to get that out. And then I'm just gonna, I thought about cutting it and, you know, quartering it off, taking off the leg quarters and the breast, the wings, separating everything. I'm gonna go against that because I think if I leave it whole, or if I leave it in 2 halves, then it's gonna help this chicken come out juicier. So it'll help hold in that juice. But I am gonna split it in half here. Just cut right down. And just like that, I'm gonna cut this off. I don't need all that skin. Take off some of this fat. Only because I'm OCD about this fat. I'm so used to trimming it off. But I'm not gonna, I gotta tell myself, don't focus too much on that fat. Anyway, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna cook these chickens just like this, just the way they are. And in cooking them this way, like I mentioned, I think it's gonna help hold the moisture in here. So once they're done cooking. Then I'll come in and separate the leg quarters from the breast. So what we're gonna do right now is I'm gonna set this aside and we're gonna make a marinade for this chicken and let it marinate for a couple of hours. All right, so for this chicken marinade, this is where I'm gonna use my balsamic vinaigrette. That's half a cup of balsamic vinaigrette. And I'll make sure to leave all the ingredients down in the description box as well. I'm gonna take half a cup of brown sugar. We're gonna take about 5 cloves of garlic that I just chopped up. And take a 1/4 cup of soy sauce and 2 tablespoons of whole grain mustard. And then we're just going to mix this up. And this recipe here is actually, if you remember the recent video I did of the shish kebabs, this is the chicken recipe, or the chicken marinade that I use. Only I switched it up just a little bit by adding the brown sugar and the soy sauce. So we'll see how that turns out. It smells good. We'll give it a taste and see what it does. Oh man. Oh man. That whole grain mustard with that brown sugar, that's gonna be a winner. Oh yeah. Anyway, we're gonna get this and pour it in the bag with the chicken. Damn, that's good. So we got the chicken here, and we're just gonna take this marinade and get it right in the bag. I know in my shish kebab video, I told you that those marinades, the chicken marinade and the beef marinade, were a must try, and they are. But let me tell you, this marinade, compared to the one I use on the shish kebabs, man, this is a whole lot better. This is gonna be good. So we'll just get this mixed up, and we're gonna set it in the fridge. Let it marinate for, probably about 1.5 to 2 hours. So that's what it looks like. And shut up, dog. Damn neighbor's dog. Anyway, we're going to, I swear this dog. Anyway, it is what it is. We're gonna take this, get it in the fridge, and let it marinate for a couple hours, and I'll pick back up once we get this out. All right, you guys, really quickly, I put the chicken in the fridge. However, I forgot one main ingredient to this marinade, and that's honey. So I added half a cup of honey to the bag of the chicken and marinade. I totally forgot to add it in the bowl, but I did add it to the bag, and I'll make sure to put that in the description below. All right, the chickens have been marinating for right at about 2 hours. And so what I've done is I've taken one out here, and I patted it dry with a paper towel, and then I hit it with a little bit of It's Incredible. So what I'm gonna do is just put this skin side down. I want to try to get as much browning around this chicken as I can. Then I'm going to take the other one, same thing, hit it with a little bit of It's Incredible. Using the It's Incredible. And we're going to drop that in here. Same thing, skin side down. And while I'm doing this, I got my oven preheating to 350 degrees. So I'm just going to let these brown on both sides for a bit. And then I'm going to flip them over and do the same thing to the bottom just for a little bit. And then I'm going to stick them in the oven and let them finish up. So I'm going to let this go until I'm happy with the browning that I get, and then we'll flip them over. All right, so I flipped them over. We're going to brown the bottom side for just a few minutes, and then we're going to stick this in the oven and let it finish off in the oven until it reaches about 165 degrees internally. All right, so I just put the chicken in the oven. We're going to let that cook, and while that's going, I've got some artichoke hearts here that I've drained from the jar, and I'm just going to put them on a napkin and kind of pat them dry. Then we're going to get the breadcrumb mix and Parmesan mix going for these. So I got the artichokes put aside. We're going to take a 50-50 mix of breadcrumbs. Just equal parts. The measurements, it's just going to vary depending on how much you're making. So I'm just using the regular spoon here. As long as it's equal parts, I'll be fine. Yeah. And while I'm doing this, the missus is melting a stick of butter, and to that butter, we're going to add a teaspoon of garlic powder. And this is what we're going to use to bread our artichoke hearts. Let's give this a little taste. Oh yeah, that's good. All right, so what I use for the artichokes is this here, just in case you're wondering. I don't think I showed it earlier. It's just these artichoke hearts that have been split. But you can use whatever brand you like. And what we're going to do is we're going to take these pieces and I'm just going to dump it right in the butter over here. All right, I'm going to dump those in there. Let me move this over a little bit. 1 second. Just drop these in here. Make sure they all get coated in this butter garlic mix. That's good, that butter garlic mix. Just drop them all in there. And we want to make sure they get soaked up really good. So now that we got the artichokes dipped in this butter, make sure we're going to take one of these artichokes and we're going to dunk it in this breading, Parmesan cheese and breadcrumbs. Just give it a good coating. And then we're going to take these and just line a baking dish with them. Let's take another one real quick. Right out of here. Actually, let's take a few of them. Just get them coated up really good. And then on to the baking dish or cookie sheet. And then what I'm going to do is just top it with a tad more grated Parmesan when they're done. Or when I'm done dipping them. So, got them here in the dish. I'm going to get the rest of these finished up and I'll pick back up. All right, I got them all done. And I'm just going to take a little bit extra grated Parmesan and right on top. Just for an extra kick. And I'm going to pop these in the oven with the chicken and let them go for about 20 minutes or until they're golden brown. All right, so the chicken is still in the oven. I just put the artichoke hearts in the oven. And what I have here is a little saucepan. And what I've done is I've made some extra marinade. And it's the exact same recipe that I made earlier for the chicken. So nothing different. And what we're going to do is, the only thing I didn't add any garlic to this, but that's okay. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're just going to let this simmer for a little bit, and we want this to reduce probably about by half. And what that's going to do is turn this into a glaze, and we're going to pour this over the chicken when we put the chicken over the rice. And speaking of the rice, over to the left of me, you can't see, we've got some jasmine rice that my wife is making, and it's just I just found some that was, it's like some jasmine rice in a bag, and just just following the instructions on the bag. I've never made jasmine rice before. I can't imagine it's too much different from regular rice, but since I've never made it before, I'm gonna reckon it is a little different. So just to kind of err on the side of caution, I just went with the bag and the rice. So anyway, we're gonna let this reduce down till about half, and this will be our glaze for our chicken. All right, everything's done. I got my jasmine rice here, which actually by itself, I've never had jasmine rice, but this is actually really good. So what I've done is I've taken that chicken and separated the leg quarter from the breast and the wing. So we're going to set this right on top here. Actually, let's go, let's just go this way. Why not? What the heck? Well, let me turn it around so it'll fit. I probably should have used a bigger plate, but it'll work. So that's the chicken. Actually, that breast meat is actually really moist. I don't know if you can make that out, but yeah, see that? That's actually really moist. So I'm just gonna make one platter, and then the missus and I will take from there. So to that extra sauce that I made and reduced down, I'm gonna take some of that and just pour it right over. It didn't thicken up like I thought it would, but that's quite all right because it is excellent. Maybe if I let it cool down a little more. But right over the rice, that's going to be great. It smells amazing. Clean that up real quick. And the last thing we're going to add are the artichoke hearts, which actually turned out really good. So I'm just going to place some around the plate. Again, the missus and I will pick from it as we make our plates. But But these things turned out great. I did have a sneak bite, and they were excellent. That is it. Presentation wise, you know, it is what it is. Again, I probably should use a bigger plate, but it'll work. That chicken looks great. That marinade is excellent. And these artichoke bites, on point. I had one earlier, but don't tell nobody. All right, let's give it a taste. All right, so now the taste test. It smells amazing. It looks great. First thing I'm going to try is this artichoke hearts. We love artichoke around here, especially on our pizza. Well, we love it on our pizza, and I think we just found a new way to eat it. So let's give it a shot. You know what? These will make perfect little appetizers. Easy to make. Set them out. Oh God, they're so good. Oh, another one. Anyway, we're gonna try this rice, and it's covered in that extra sauce that I made, which I know is gonna make it amazing, even more amazing. So, never had jasmine rice. I know it's covered in that sauce. I did try it without any sauce on it. And there is a little difference between this and white rice. People say, or it said that it's like a little floral flavor to it. There's definitely a small little hint the difference between this and regular rice. But I'm really digging this jasmine rice. I think we might move to jasmine rice. We'll find out. Anyway, I have a piece of chicken here. I took this from the leg. I'm gonna give it a shot. That's good. That's really, really good. Overall, to take those 4 ingredients and put something together, I think I have a winner chicken dinner. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember to go check out Brother Rick. Excuse me. Please make sure to go check out Brother Rich's video. I'll leave a description link below. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, share. I will see you guys next time. Take care.